Hey, this video explains all the features present on the Contro Marketing app. Let's get started by sending out a campaign. As you can see, we have four possible channels to send out our campaigns. Let's start creating an email campaign. Let's call this campaign Happy New Year. Here, we get to choose the audience section that the campaign is targeted at. So we can create personal lists and segments, or we can send it to all customers as present in this list. Let's fill in the details. Now we get to choose how we want to design our email. Our drag and drop editor is versatile and it allows you to choose from a bunch of templates as well as giving you options to edit your email block by block. Choosing a template redirects us to the editor. This standalone editor now has the template loaded up and we are given a bunch of options that we can add to our email. Once we are happy with the email design, we can send across a test email or click on save and continue and be able to launch the campaign. Now let's create an SMS campaign. Again, we get to choose the audience segment that we want to send this personalized SMS to. On the right hand side, we can see the preview for the SMS. Let's say we want to add a discount coupon for the customer. We click on the add discount button, which brings up the discount pop up. Let's add a custom 15%. Now, a custom generated discount code is added to your SMS. We can give this some context saying get, and then we insert a tag saying discount value by using code, and the custom code is a part of the SMS. We can also add a line to add reply stop to unsubscribe. Once we're happy with our SMS, we can launch the campaign. Now let's look at the custom lists and segments that can be created under the audience section. Lists are a list of customers that you can send email and SMS campaigns to. We can create a list directly from here. We give in the list name and we can upload contacts by CSV or XLS files. We can also copy paste table data to enable us to import lists. Next, we have another section called the segments. Segments is based on user activity, and we can create a specific segment, let's say VIP customers, and we can create specific segment criteria from a list given here. Let's call this list VIP customers, and we'll name this segment based on the criteria that they have the total money spent on the website to be greater than $500. Now, let's look at some of the automations that are possible on the Contlo Marketing app. Let's create an automation from scratch. Automations help you send emails, SMS, push notifications, or direct mail to users based on certain event triggers. These event triggers can be selected from a list given here. A lot of user activities are present in this list, and specific user activities can be used to trigger specific emails. Our drag and drop editor helps you easily edit all the contents that are to be a part of your automation. For example, we can add an email as soon as the user subscribe to an SMS. We can edit the content here. Clicking on add content on the right hand side takes us to the email editor. Once we are done with the email, we can click on save and continue. When we are back to the automation, we see that the email block has been added as a part of our automation. Similarly, we can add other messaging blocks like SMS, push notifications, and direct mail to our automation. We can also add specific flow actions depending on when and how the automation is to be sent. For example, we can add a time delay between two specific message blocks. This time delay can be edited on the right hand pane. Similarly, we can also add a split to split users depending on how they react to a specific event. We can set the filters on the right hand side. So let's choose a segment which includes customers with 2 plus purchases. All the customers that have purchased 2 or more products will end up as a part of the left hand side of the automation, whereas the users which don't have 2 plus purchases will end up on the right hand side. This way, we can create a whole automation and different messaging blocks that can be added to your automation depending on user activity. Once we are happy with the automation, we can click on Launch Automation.
Now let's enable a form. Forms help you to collect customer information while they are browsing your page. We can collect specific information including emails, phone numbers, and other specific details that we require. We can choose a template from this predefined list of templates or build a form from scratch. We enter the form name and we enter the list of users that we want to receive the form. Once we add the details, we are redirected to the form editor where we are able to add a bunch of items to our simple form. We can also edit the behavior on what is the display frequency with which the forms appear. Once we are done, we click on publish and it gets published to the website.
Next, let's check out the report section. The report section shows an exhaustive list of the stats of all the customer activity that has taken place on your website. The first and the more important numbers are shown on top. The total revenue generated, total orders received, subscriber count, as well as the total contacts that we have in our Contlo account are shown here. Next, we also have other important numbers like average click through rate by email, SMS, push notifications, as well as some revenue attributed to specific campaigns. This report section can be used to help understand which campaigns are doing better and which are not.